Facebook is taking a look at the global state of small business. Welcome back to another Techstination interview. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us is Michelle Klein, Vice President of Global Customer Marketing at Facebook. Thanks for taking the time, Michelle.
Nice to be here. Thank you, Fred.
Well, the pandemic has been difficult, if not disastrous, for many small businesses and their employees. Tell us what you found in taking a look at the state of things now.
Well, we know that small businesses continue to face the challenge of a lifetime, and with the emerging Delta variant, it's getting even harder. And in our 8th edition of the Facebook Global State of Small Business Report, we see some bright spots for recovery, but we still see some challenges. Some of the positive things that we're seeing are around closure rates. In fact, in the US and globally, we are slowly seeing a turnaround. For example, the closure rates here in the United States in February was at 22%. But at the time that this report was taken in the summer, it was down to 16%. So that's a good sign. So we've got closure rates going down, but we've also got a bright spot around digital skills. We see small businesses reporting that they're increasing their use of digital tools up to 88% is the increase there. And that's helping them garner more sales and garner more customers. So some bright spots ahead. And we see that small businesses are beginning to turn the ship around.
Many types of small businesses, I assume, have not been able to have people work from home the way many other companies have been able to do.
That's right, yes. And a lot of the training that we do through many of our programs is to help small businesses think about how to mobilize the workforce, whether it's remotely or as you think about reopening, some of the skills and the tools that you need to think about how to welcome customers back in, how to have safe protocols. And we're constantly talking to small businesses about the various challenges that they face. And then we look to the tools that we can provide, both in training and some of our products, but also our partners who can help them through this journey of remote versus reopening versus closing again and so on.
You also have statistics from diverse-owned small businesses?
Yeah, we continue to see that diverse-owned businesses are the hardest hit, and they continue to be, and particularly for women-led and minority-led small businesses. The recent report showed that 18% of women-led businesses have closed compared to 13% of male-led businesses, and that's a 5-point percentage difference. And on top of this, minority-led businesses in the US were 50% more likely to be closed at this time of the report and have lower sales than the time that they took the survey this time last year. And for the very first time, one trend we are seeing is that Hispanic-led small businesses in particular are being hardest hit at this stage of the pandemic. So the situation continues to be really tough for minority-led businesses.
Are there some reasons for the disparity?
You know, one of the reasons we see is access to capital and liquidity. That's a challenge for all businesses, but certainly for minority-led businesses who generally have more barriers to entry when it comes to gaining access to capital. And I can talk a little bit more about what we're doing there in a moment.
Yeah, we can talk about that, certainly, because there was some government assistance widely publicized for individuals and for companies as well. But many are still needing a lot of help, right?
Yeah, that's right. Last year, we rolled out a global $100 million COVID response recovery grant program in 30 countries across the world. And then we realized ourselves that it was, again, minority-led businesses, particularly here in the United States, that needed even more support. So we followed up in the summer with another $100 million in grants for minority-led businesses. And that really helped those businesses weather the storm and keep the lights on, you know, pay the Zoom fees or pay a few salaries as they could. But there's so much more to do. And in fact, you know, I spend a lot of my time talking to small businesses, and one of the biggest issues facing diverse-owned businesses is cash flow. So today, I'm really proud that we're introducing 2 new initiatives to really help support the flow of cash and to enable more access to liquidity. And the first is called the Facebook Invoice Fast Track Program. And so this will be where eligible small businesses will have the opportunity to get paid for their services rendered much earlier once they've invoiced their customers. It usually takes about 60 to 120 days for an invoice to get paid. And through this program, we'll pay it within a matter of days on behalf of that business. And the small business can actually feel that flow of cash in the immediate term, which will really make a difference. And then the second initiative is that we're launching a small business funding resource on Facebook, which will have all sorts of tools that will connect through to different loan and different grant programs that are available locally or nationally. It'll connect small businesses to other resources and also give them lots of networking opportunities through partners to just feel the sense of community. So definitely, good steps in the right direction to help with this biggest challenge, and certainly listening to small businesses in ways in which we can continue to do more.
This is really interesting, Michelle. I mean, this is a side of Facebook that most consumers never think of, never see.
Yeah, there are 200 million businesses that use Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp and messaging for running their business every single day. And we really want to do everything we can to help create economic opportunity and support those businesses to thrive, not just through our free tools and our platforms, but in ways that we can, as a big company, support them to get through the significant hurdle that we're all facing throughout the pandemic. So whether it's training, whether it's access, whether it's tools like I just mentioned today, we're constantly listening, and we're working with other partners, not just Facebook, but large businesses across the country to find solutions to really help the economy level out.
What can everyday consumers do to help?
Well, there are two things that we can all do from home. Certainly, we can shop local. You can shop local online, of course, and in store where stores are open. That's a great way to support a small business who's either trying to get back on their feet or trying to figure out new ways to enable their business model if they've pivoted to digital over the last few months. And then the second way is to really brag about the great ideas that you find from small businesses on Facebook or Instagram. You can simply tag or post about something that you found that you love. And we're coming up to the holiday season, so it's a great way to give others gift ideas and really create support for those local businesses.
So right, the holiday season's right around the corner. Yikes.
I know,
So
it feels crazy, right?
it does. Where can people turn to for more info, both the businesses and consumers?
Yeah, well, we are going to announce next month that we're launching the Boost with Facebook Good Ideas season, which will help support small businesses, all small businesses around the world, to get training and support and networking opportunities through the holiday season. In fact, you may not know this, but a fifth of small businesses globally say that half of their annual revenue happens in this fourth quarter during the holiday season. And for all of the information that I just shared, you can go to our Facebook newsroom where you can find out so much more. And the website address is about.fb.com/news.
And of course, there's the issue that businesses of all sizes have been facing in terms of attracting employees to stay open. Are you involved with assisting on that front?
One of the tools that we have, which has been very successful, and we've heard a lot of small businesses are using it more often than not, is our jobs tool. So that's a way for a business to post roles that they have open and find new employees around the country or in the local area in a very agile way. We also encourage small businesses to continuously keep their Facebook pages up to date, not just for customers, of course, who want to know, are you open? What are your change protocols, your safety protocols, but also for potential employees on what's happening and where people are looking for jobs. So, your digital home, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or other sites, become, in fact, your front door in many respects for all customers, all employees, or future employees.
Very interesting. Congratulations on what you're doing to assist. Michelle Klein, thank you for taking the time with us.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you.
Now this. It takes a lot of listening to build a better radio, and that's just what the folks at Sea Crane have done. Bob Crane and his crew, nestled among the rivers and tallest trees in the world in Fortuna, California, have made a habit of listening to their customers. And that's just what they've done in building the CC Skywave SSB, the Swiss Army knife of portable radios. For everyday listening to AM or FM in the yard or patio or on the nightstand without having to drain a mobile phone battery, it's a great companion. But it is also a companion equipped for NOAA weather information and alerts that can be life-saving. You can listen to FEMA and Coast Guard transmissions too. Beyond all of that, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. It's compact, easy to take with you, and built to last. The CC Skywave SSB. Click on the link at Techstination.com.